Anyway, next up we've got the Telegraph, Nick.
Oh, yeah, Telegraph. A couple of interesting stories. So Johnson challenged the PM as he hands over all COVID WhatsApps. And this is quite clever from Johnson. He is quite clever with these things. He's handed over all his unredacted WhatsApp messages, and he's in a challenge to Rishi to do the same. And the genius of this is that we know all the bad things about Johnson already, right? He's got 8 billion children. He was doing all the parties. Everything, it's all out there. Whereas Rishi, all we know is that he reads Jilly Cooper novels. So this can only go well for Boris. He's like, look, I put my cards on the table because his cards are, they're already out there and they're awful. Whereas Rishi, Mr. Sensible.
He'll look kind of weak. Isn't there something undignified about being told by...
This is all he has left. It's a moonshot. It's a Hail Mary because he's already out, right? That's the other thing. He's got nothing to lose. Yeah. Whereas Rishi's got everything to lose.
No, I mean, on Rishi's part, it looks a bit like having Boris dictate what you do. It's...
Right.
I mean, that's probably why Boris is doing it. But it's kind of sad to see the Tories fighting amongst themselves when they've really got a bigger threat coming from outside, and the resurgent Labour Party could very well trounce them at the next election.
Oh, yeah, the whole about to get obliterated, possibly forever in the next election. I know, but this is what's happening. It's happening in America as well with DeSantis and Trump, so this is the nature of it. But, yeah, I don't know, do you want to say anything about that one that I've missed? I could see you about to move on, but I didn't want to...
No.
It's all right, Nick, I'm hosting.
I just suddenly hosted the show for you there, only to try and help out.
Well, there is that other story on the front page about the Just Stop
Oil situation. So the police are getting tougher now, I understand, which is a good move for PR, isn't it?
Well, we've got a clip of it.
Excellent.
So this is the police actually dragging a Just Stop Oil protester into the road.
That's progress.
It looks like they've just it's almost like the Russian army, conscripting somebody. They've just dragged them off the pavement and said, listen, you're going to break the law today. But apparently he was in a bus lane, so they dragged him into the road. But surely they should be dragging him off the road if they're going to drag him anyway.
Now, they finally listened to public opinion. They're like, drag him into the road. That's what people want.
Hold him down, and this guy will get his 18-wheeler.
They're sort of selling it as this is like the police getting tough, at least in the Telegraph, and finally getting tough on them. Maybe they are. Maybe they've responded. One hopes, because the feedback was so bad from when we saw the Builder guy who was, he dragged them out of the way, then the police attacked him. Yeah. And people on Twitter were calling it anarcho-tyranny, meaning that you're punished for doing the right thing and you're not punished for doing the wrong thing. And that is so much of our society now. You can't have a society like that. So hopefully this is a step in the right direction, but you wonder why they've left it this late. Are they really going to get tough? Or was it just one rogue cop like Dirty Harry? You know what I mean? Yeah,
and we've also had the revelations today about Dale Vince, the boss of Ecotricity, which is a green energy firm. He's worth over £100 million. So he's very much the sort of Mr. Burns of green energy. And he funds Just Stop Oil. He's matching any donations that are made to Just Stop Oil. Not that I'm advertising for them. But he also funds the Labour Party. He's given them £1.5 million, which sounded generous until I realised from the last Labour government, his company got £36 million in subsidies. So it's a pretty good investment for him. And obviously Keir Starmer, now that Ecotricity, Dale Vince has donated all this money, Keir Starmer's like, right, we're going to wipe out your competition. No more North Sea oil and gas.
You said it so quick, I can't figure out what's libelous, but it's classic these rich eco people, isn't it? Did you see that Riz person who glued theyself to the floor of the Kathleen Stockton? And then her dad has come out, and he's like, have you seen his bio? It's like BLM, Extinction Rebellion, but he's just some rich guy who likes ale and like destroying society.
they're all rich guys. Our extinction of British society is being led by the most privileged, poshest people in it.
Yeah.
Well, they've got time, haven't they? They're not trying to get to work to put scaffold boards up.
Yes.